Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to a live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke Peters. I hail from Nnewi, province of Biafra land. One more time, I say welcome to another live broadcast. This morning, before we proceed, customarily we have to pray. Let us all bow our heads and ask Chukwu Okike for guidance and protection. Let us pray.
We give you every praise, every honor, every adoration. We have come before thee humbly to submit ourselves before your throne of grace, that you may have mercy and pity upon your children who are being ravaged by hunger, that you may have pity upon us, those of us who are being lied to persistently on a regular basis, that you may have pity upon us, those who are suffering, those who are sick, those who are diseased right around the world, that you may bring your comforting hand upon them. For those that have passed, O Heavenly Father, that you may comfort their families, that you may comfort them, that your grace, O Heavenly Father, may abide with us now and always, we pray. He said.
Akwa bata wezi obodo Igbo batazie Nigeria. Oji nnukwu dike, nnukwu ego. Amụrụ onye na-ego si na chi o, ego si na chi. Ọgaranya kpata ego, eziokwu n'onwe nwanne, obi ya bụrụ ebe obibi na nkwari n'ụwa. Okoro na-echi ego n'ụwa ike mere ya. Sawa, echi, ije. Akwabata wee bidoro isiwe gị kenigwe banyo. Ọrụrụ họtelụ, ọrụrụ hospitalụ. Freddy wee viva akwabata ju ego eme. O wee lufo mikrofonu. Tiokokoko, ụmụ Igbo na mmụọmụ, ụmụ Igbo na-efu ụmụ. Akwabata biko ka m soro ozie gị gawa obodo oyibo.
Not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist, because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu, and I don't stop until I get what I want.
All right, welcome one more time, I say, to live broadcast from New York City under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra, London. Our leader's name is Mazi Iyke. Yes, today I'm so elated. I'm very happy to tell you that it's happening everywhere. You know, our leader had told us one time, I remember when I first became a member of Ipob, he was always saying something. Be consistent, keep your eye on the ball, don't get away from the ball, because they won't talk about us. But trust me, there will come a time, I remember it very, very clearly, when you don't write about Biafra, nobody's going to buy your paper, nobody's going to listen to you. Today, they are all speaking. CNN, wow, it's interesting. It's all over Facebook. I saw it yesterday, and I'm very, very elated because they are talking. They are talking. This is the beginning. Somebody was asking me, why are you so excited? That CNN is talking. I say, you don't know what the excitement that I mean is, that the exposure to the world. They are speaking about us. They will talk about us. Our leader told us, where in DT? Just relax where you are, keep your eye on the ball. They're speaking about us. They're talking about us. They're talking about Biafra war. Wow. It's interesting. And I know that many more will come in, because yesterday I picked up a few of them, and before you know it, as soon as they start talking about us, the rest are going to join. My brothers, we are on the path. Keep your eyes on the ball. If that's all we're talking about. That's what happens. If you want to support what we are doing, we have a website, www.ipobinUSA. It's one word. ipobinUSA.org/donate. The website will open up for you. You put in whatever you want to put in. Support what we are doing, because there are people having sleepless nights that are defending us. They call them ESN, Eastern Security Network. We need to support them. We need to support them with all our hearts. Whatever you can chip in. Chip it in, because we are not joking. Another thing I want to bring to your notice is that Nnamdi is all Biafran radio. It's all over Nnamdi. It's sounding beautifully there. I got an inbox. People are telling me what a fantastic job was done there. The radio is all over Nnamdi. And to add to it, this was a contribution that somebody made to his people. And I'm urging each and every one of us, it's not just supporting financially. If you're willing to let your people listen to Radio Biafra, because this is the crucial time they need to really, really, really listen to us, inbox me, call me. I'll take your number and I'll direct you to where, how it can be done. But we need to know that you are interested in doing it, because the Nnamdi you're talking about single-handedly done. Believe me, somebody volunteered. I'm going to make sure that my people listen. And then the thing was set up, and eventually even went beyond, past the level. So I am calling on all of you Biafrans out there, especially those of us in diaspora, especially those of us in the United States. It doesn't cost an arm and leg. No. It's something we can afford. All you need to do is call me. The number is 646-920-4541. In fact, call me on my private line if you can. And I'll take your information and I'll pass it along and I will make sure that you succeed. I'm talking about individuals now. You want your people, your community to hear the radio because this is what they need right now. The Nigerian radio is not reporting anything. They are all lies. They keep on lying to their teeth. They lie and lie and lie and lie, and before, believe me, they lose path in lying. They don't know what to do. Like I told you, later on this program, I even have a kid a comedian who I enjoy very much. I enjoy him so much because he is somebody who, in comedy, he tells the truth. You know, talking about the people, the way they lie. These people are so full of lies that I don't even know why anybody should be happy to be called a Nigerian. They lie too much. All they say, they are killing police, they are killing the army. Those people are not policemen. Those people are not army men. They are terrorists that were inducted into the Nigeria and then given a uniform to wear. So nobody's killing genuine police. They are not genuine. They are not real policemen. All right? So let me go this morning. Like I said, they're talking about us in CNN, and let's listen to what they have to say about
gotten
Biafra.
A lot of attention on Twitter. A lot of people are saying, wait, where's the outrage of for what's going on in Nigeria? We saw 4 million people marching in the streets of Paris. We saw world leaders gathering there to sort of stand in solidarity with Paris. Where are those calls for the same kind of justice for the people of Nigeria? Help us understand the difference here and maybe why we're not hearing the same level of outrage. Or is there a reason?
Yeah, good morning, Michaela. Yeah, the issue is, the stark difference, isn't it? World leaders, very prominent, linking arms, walking the Champs-Elysees, complete solidarity against this and outrage against what happened in Paris, vis-a-vis what we see in Nigeria, which is truly it should not be surprising. Look, what's happening in Nigeria is barbarous. It's horrible. I mean, it's complete madness, yet it's not a priority. The United States unilaterally could do almost anything it needs to do. It would be a long-term effort, but it could be done. And the United States has the capability. All the elements of power, we have those.
So why not?
It's not a priority. That's the problem. We are committed elsewhere in the world. Black West Africa is not a priority. Very stark, very hard to say, but that's the case right now.
Did you hear that? Black monkeys, nobody will take care of you. You're not a priority. You're not that enough. But you know something? We are Biafrans. We are already used to it. They are killing us. They've been killing us since the creation of the world. Yeah, they've been slaughtering us. They do to us whatever they want to do to us, and nobody cares. But you know something? They will care. We're getting there. When the dead bodies start flowing, it will flow because obviously people are dying every day in the hundreds and nobody's talking about it. Small, they are coming in, they're beginning to talk. This was CNN. CNN, of all places. They already told you plain blank. And because the woman is asking, how come same thing is happening in other places and you are saying something? And the man said, West Africa, Black West Africa, they are not a priority. We're involved in other places. Of course, other places you are involved in are the white places. Let's keep doing it because this is CNN I'm talking about. Why I am putting this and stressing on this is that these are people, the zoo gave them money to stop not talk about us. So the money don't finish it. You buy petrol, when the petrol is down, you have to refill the gas. And when there is no more, like in the gas stations in Nigeria, you can walk around gas stations. You just see petrol stations standing there, the whole thing growing muco, and there's no fuel in them. So you put one, take a little bit of drop, and as soon as you run out of gas, you have to refill it again. That's exactly what is happening. They are not able to refill. Now they are attacking the media. They are attacking the media left, right, and center. They are trying to take away. They said this man said we did not ban Twitter. We only suspended it. Whatever, whether suspend or ban or whatever. What's the difference? Angelina Rebecca is the same person who to onion as Afanabo. So when he says suspended indefinitely and then banned. What is the difference? I don't know. According to our father, Lailai Mohammed, he said Twitter is a suspect. Is suspect. Twitter is suspect. I don't know. Maybe my grammar not suspicious, but a suspect. So I don't understand that one. Maybe there are people that know better that will explain to me, because he said it the first time, we thought it was a joke. He said it again, even in the last when he's talking to the senators or talking to the lawmakers. He said Twitter is suspect. Twitter is suspect. I don't. God, that one passed me. Okay, let's listen to CNN again. This is analysis about Biafra by our two beautiful correspondents. Listen to them.
It was one of the most brutal and vicious civil wars that much of the world has never heard of. Anyone who lived through Nigeria's Biafra war in the 1960s will forever be haunted by the atrocities, the memories of bodies in the streets, and the fear of not being able to survive another day. After the eastern part of Nigeria declared independence in 1967, the bloody battle that ensued left more than 1 million people dead from starvation, disease, or the endless explosions. The 2.5-year war was literally hell on earth. As many of you who watch this show regularly know, I am Nigerian and I am from the part of the country where this war took place. Family members who lived through it tell me they never knew if they were going to eat, let alone what. It was common for people to feed off of grasshoppers, snakes, and termites. My mother's younger brother died during the Biafra War, and that was considered a very, very lucky outcome. If you only lost one family member, you thanked your lucky stars. So given all of that history and all of that pain, why are there now growing calls for a new secessionist movement in the exact same part of the country? We are joined live now by Amaka Anku, an expert on Nigeria and sub-Saharan Africa. She's also the head of Eurasia's Group's Africa practice. Amaka, thank you so much for being with us. So you and I are both Nigerian. It's been over 50 years since this brutal civil war. Why is there this additional secessionist movement in the same part of this country bubbling up?
Look, Zain, the fundamental problem here is that Nigerians don't trust Nigeria, right? Like you said, and there are many reasons for that, right? All the years of military rule, Nigeria has underinvested in Nigerians and in basic services like healthcare, education, infrastructure, and there is then the broader issue of justice, right? We saw the protests last year. Police officers kill people and nothing ever happens to them. So, all of this is taking place against this history of the civil war that you just explained, where a lot of people in the Southeast in particular feel like there's never been an official recognition of the suffering of the region, right? We don't have a day every year where the country remembers what happened and these lives that were lost. That was disproportionately in the region, right? We don't even teach the history in the schools.
So let me ask you this, because I think it's important for our audience to note that it's not just the eastern part of Nigeria that wants to break away and have its own country. You have the western part of the country, the Yoruba people that also want to have their own country. Obviously, Boko Haram in the northeastern part of the country, they want to create an Islamic state. It sort of feels as though there are so many different groups in this great nation who have lost faith in this country. So just in terms of the president's strategy here, if there are people who feel marginalized, has the president made any effort to really show these various parts of Nigeria that he understands their concerns and that their voices are being heard?
I would say the government is not doing enough. And look, people have lost faith in Nigeria in part because there's nobody in Nigeria articulating a positive vision for Nigeria's future, right? Nigeria has a crisis of ideas. Nigeria appears not to have any ambition. And look, that is often, in most countries, that's often a role that is played by government. A role that, that to provide a holistic idea about what the country is about and where it's going, to bring people together and drive buy-in. The government is not doing that. But I have to say, Zain, that that's also a role in most parts of the country that is also played by people outside the government. There's a role as well for thought leaders in the country, for private sector participants to have a constructive vision of where Nigeria should be going, right, and push the government. And that's, there's a symbiotic relationship that can happen here between people inside government and outside government in articulating a positive vision for Nigeria.
I just want to sort of get at how all of this ends, because obviously President Buhari is not going to wake up and say, okay, you get your own country, you get your own country, or you can have autonomy and you can't. He's not going to do that. So how does all of this end?
I don't think it ends until Nigeria starts to really and truly invest in Nigerians, until the Nigerian government, and it's, whether it's Buhari or the person who comes after him, respects Nigerians enough to communicate consistently and clearly where the country is going, what their vision is, right? And then to start to invest in education, in healthcare, in infrastructure, and all of the things that make a society function and make an economy competitive, right? Until that happens, you will continue to see these kinds of calls for secession.
And so, just in terms of what the secessionists want themselves, and obviously, yes, we know they want to break apart and form their own country, but is there anything else that they're willing to accept in the medium term, or is it for Ipob and these other groups, is it really secessionist or nothing?
I do think that for the leaders of some of these secessionist movements, like Nnamdi Kanu, I do think it's secession or nothing. Maybe the leaders of ODC in the Southwest. I think that what their views are probably less relevant than the views of the minority, the populations that are sympathetic to those views. I think for most of those people, most of the people in the Southeast, some of whom are sympathetic to those views, I don't think it's secession or nothing. I do think that a clear and consistent outreach, communication, and investment can help to change some of those views.
I mean, it's such a shame because Nigeria is such a beautiful country. It has so much potential, and just seeing all of these different areas wanting to separate, saying that they've had enough of being part of this great nation is very, very sad indeed. Amaka Uncle, thank you so much for being with us.
All right, that was CNN report. I tell you, they go talk more. Then let them. They have started talking and they're going to keep talking. And we are going to be assisting in what we want, keeping our eye on the ball. Our goal is to our freedom. Enough of this nonsense. Most of us are old now. We don't want to leave this thing to generations that are coming behind us. Our fathers left it for us. There was no change. All this killing you're hearing, the same thing that happened that created the first civil war was the same thing that is still happening today. Nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing. There's no difference. I know that before the first civil war, I was a teenager. I knew everything. I was in the war myself, part of it. But nothing has changed. If we had seen any change, why do we have to go through it again? And some people are saying, oh, those that are craving now, they didn't see the first one. No, you're lying. Most of us are not dead. Most of us were there, even though we were babies, but at least we still remember. Some of us were grown on enough to have finished high school, just dropped from high school into the war. So we know. Somebody's accusing me, said, because you are in the United States of America. I said, what difference does it make? But I'm there, I'm here. Doesn't make any difference. War is not when you go physical with a gun. If you are in the diaspora and you're contributing to what is happening, you're playing a part. You heard what this correspondent just said. People were dying of starvation and hunger. It's no more. It's not going to happen anymore. No. Because I know that our people before the war, our people before the war, they travel overseas, but no Biafran wants to stay overseas. They go there, they go back home. Overseas for us, people in the eastern region at the time wasn't a priority. It was just go there, study, come back, and be in government. A lot of them were doing that. So we didn't really have people outside that would support that hunger. But today, forget about hunger. It's not going to happen. It is never going to happen. We'll be here. We're ready to feed all of them until they will fight and make sure that we get that independence. So if they are hoping on that one, They can sell their groundnut because according to them is the groundnut oil money that he used in developing Nigeria and educating us. But Willie himself didn't go to school. Isn't that something? Somebody selling groundnut and bringing the oil and developing other places and then sending people to school. Meanwhile, he himself has the oil and the groundnut oil does not go to school. They're just making a complete nonsense of the whole thing. What we are talking about is our independence. We are going to be free, whether they like it or they don't like it. The option they have is just give us a referendum. Whoever wants to go, will go. They can conjure all they want. They can speak about whatever they think they know how to do, but they are wasting their time because they can't stop us. Somebody told me, or somebody was saying, but the way you are doing it, you people are just the one creating. After all, they are attacking you because you want to. I said, what about Yorubas? I said, you see, they are not attacking the Yorubas. I said, they will not. Why would they attack the Yorubas? They can't. They are looking for their friendship. They are looking for their ally. They want support. They want support from them. So you think it's a wise thing for them to attack them? No, they won't. For them, we are the biggest shit. Nnamdi Kanu is the biggest nightmare for them. Any other person out there, they might feel that, we can deal with this later, but they want to start with the biggest one. The biggest one is Nnamdi Kanu and Ipob. That is what is giving them sleepless night. Everybody, if you don't call that name Nnamdi Kanu, call Ipob, you never start. Yeah, we know that. But we're not doing it to spice anybody. What we are saying is that we are looking for our freedom. We want to be free. No matter what you do, no matter the meeting you hold, we call them together, let them go into the room, come out with a meeting. They are wasting their time. Biafra is here to stay. We are consistent in what we want. We never give up. We will never, ever, 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 ever give up. So let them not think that tomorrow we're going to back out. No. When we are gone, our children will continue. Already we're educating them. We're telling them to know who they are. History is banned in schools. They don't even know their history. But today we are, teaching them to know that when we are gone, they talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Wait until when the man grows very old and gets away, you will see more deadlier Nnamdi Kanus. After all, who started it? Was Jimmy Ojukwu. Ojukwu started it. He moved on to Mazi Iyke, who thought he was going to do something, but eventually got bought off. So Nnamdi Kanu is there. Consistent, sincere and honest. He knows what he wants. He has his eye on the ball. Nobody cannot be distracted by anyone. They can come off from left and right and center and talk and feel it. They will all fade off. All of them will fade off. Because you are not given that gift of securing. Like I said before, Mazi Iyke, when he started, I heard about him. In fact, I was in the zoo for a couple of 2-3 years. I heard about him, but when I see the reaction of his people who had already having container loaders and bringing containers, they're collecting taxes and all that, this one money they find. This one not serious. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the thing. Like I said before, God picks. You can't give yourself what you don't have. God will ordain you and give you the power to do what you're doing and give you the courage to be consistent. How you do it does not really matter. Oh, if they cost people, let him cost them. Who will not get angry? Our people are stubborn. They don't listen. Till today, people are thinking that because of them, they have a small store in the north, in Jos, with small kiosk. Because of that, we are going to give up Biafra. No, you stay there. No problem. The life continues. People have died before now. You are not going to be the first and you're not going to be the last. All right. So, like I said before, they are talking about us. Everybody's talking about the killing. It's affecting everybody. I watched a Nigerian movie yesterday, and what I just saw in that movie that actually I want to talk about is somebody who took his hand and took a poison and then put in the drink of somebody that is trying to kill. Then that person that is trying to kill, when he came in after drinking, gave him money, gave him large sum of money, and then, normally when you want to count money, you lick your fingers. So the man licked his fingers and then counted the money and then remembered that the hand he used in carrying the same poison that is killing the other man is the one that he has licked. I can't see Abagoyono. That is the point. The truth is that is what is happening in the zoo today. Akasi Habarahono. They don't know what they are doing anymore. They wake up, they just say something. Everybody is complaining. People that thought it was going to end with us, no, they are killing their own people too. There's this lady that I just saw. I don't know. She was saying something about the killing, about the slaughter that is going on. And then I can't see her, but I don't know. Do you understand that?
Now, every morning you wake up, a kid 10 in Daudu, 50 in Gwe West, 10 in Guma, 2 here, 1 in Agasha, 2 on the road, 3 here, 3 in a vehicle. It is a daily occurrence now, daily. And what they are doing commonly now is that they are not even shooting, they are slaughtering like rams. That is what is happening now. 3 days back, they went to bury a young man that they slaughtered. Broad daylight, they came shooting to stop them from burying that young man. I want to say that this should be the concern of every one of us. It is not a religious issue. Some of them are hiding under religion. It is not a religious issue. I know, because I have related to Muslims for a long time. No Muslim fights or kills during Ramadan. The killing even took place more at that time than now. So they should not tell us it's Muslim. It is a hidden agenda. And this hidden agenda is being sponsored from the presidency. It is coming from the presidency. If all Nigerians are saying ranching and presidency continues to say grazing reserve, then presidency has a hidden agenda. We want to hear our president's voice.
You don't die.
Our president should talk to us.
You don't have
we
any
did
president.
not vote for Garba Shehu. We did not vote for Shegun Adesina. We want to hear our president speak to us. Presidency promised some amount of money to resettle our IDPs. It's how many years today? No kobo has been sent down here. But a lot has been sent elsewhere where they have IDPs. We also want to urge our sons and daughters who are still sitting on the fence to wake up and speak against the evil being perpetrated in our land. This matter is not only about Governor Samuel Otom. Benue sons, home and abroad, who think that they are not affected by the crisis, must know that we are all casualties, whether we are at home or not. They should raise their voices to condemn the injustice being visited on us. This is no time for politicking. What is happening here now is beyond politics. When the Fulanis come to kill, they don't ask you which political party you belong to.
That's right.
They should send their relief materials to those IDP camps and also solicit support on international donor organizations to come to the aid of our people. Everything is left into the hands of Benue State government, and we're having a problem. The governor is not a loner. We're asking our sons abroad and elsewhere, who are in Abuja, who are everywhere, that they should take interest in what is happening in Benue State. They have their families back home, they have villages. If you think it's not happening in your village, the whole thing is drawing nearer to every village now. So they should sit up, whether you're a businessman or your whatever, and some of them are protecting their offices. They are protecting their personal interests. But if you protect your interests and all your people back home are killed, where will you call your home? You are having children there. Tomorrow, your children will want to know where they come from. And that place will not be in existence anymore. Finally, we wish to call on Nigerians who love justice, peace and equity to rise and condemn what is happening to the innocent people of Benue State. The killer herdsmen are still here with us. They have resorted to guerrilla warfare. They now attack our people in their sleep and leave their familiar trademark of death. With very heavy hearts, to address you on issues bothering us as a people, Benue State and Nigeria as a nation. As mothers of this state and the nation, we owe our children the duty to voice our feelings when we see the things going wrong, and those who should speak have chosen the path of silence. We owe this country the duty to call its leaders to order and counsel them when it has become apparent that the leaders we elected are not doing what is right. We have no other country than Nigeria.
All right, you have no other country than Nigeria, but I do have Biafra. Biafra is my home. If you want to create your own home, do so. If you don't, you want to die with Nigeria, they will kill you. The Fulanis will slaughter you like chicken, and they're already doing it. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm very happy that you people are speaking. Oh, I can't see no, because these were the people that connived together, joined the zoo to slaughter the Biafrans, to kill the Biafrans, to maim the Biafrans, to rape our women and kill our children. And nobody was talking. Today, it's your turn. Theophilus Danjuma, one of the people that fought the war, already told you that they are killing all of you. They're coming to kill you. If you keep quiet, you would all die. He said it that way. That's exactly his word. But none of you paid attention. You thought he was joking. He was blabbing, right? It's an old man blabbing. He knows better. They are the people in the inside, and they are telling you beforehand. This is exactly what our leader was saying from the beginning. He's been saying it since 2014, since I became member of IPOB. I remember him going to World Igbo Congress to say the same thing. If you keep quiet, you will all die. They are coming to kill you. The news have been spread. People are back home. A lot of people are even getting me very upset because when they call, if again Ogagi na course, they call me Ogagi. Nnamdi Kanu is my Oga. I want to follow phone and call. What did we cause? And you tell say bunde mwada na I'm going to call you when phone. People are just sitting at home. So what of Ndani Bunugwa Hausa? Was it Nnamdi Kanu that went there to create it? They had told you, he had told you that these people are coming to take off, to skip away your life. All of a sudden, they told all of you to surrender your guns. Whoever had guns should surrender it. A lot of people went out there and threw in even den gun. You just go and put it there. Bunch of idiots that are thinking that they are brainy, they have sense. They have no sense. If they want to kill you, they first disarm you. That's the first thing. They make sure you had no gun. Because these people are cowards. They don't go to where there is gun. Armed robbers. That's why people come out at night sometimes in their homes and fire some shots up in the air. That's the warning the armed robbers, hey, we are armed though. And they will never go there. They will never. No. They would rather go to women and children that there's no protection. Anywhere there is gun, they don't. So that's why they said, surrender your arms. And you all went down there and threw down your arms. You threw down your arms because now they know you are disarmed. They can now come and kill you on your bed. That's what they have been doing. Today, I'm very happy that it's happening this way because, nobody's, let me not use that word, I'm very happy. It's sad that people are dying, to be honest. But the truth is that you are there. Our leader has said this from the beginning. That same pride that made you think you know too much. Keep on knowing. There are people who have refused to change. They still have that line of thoughts. If anybody at this time in our land will be thinking that Nnamdi Kanu is not our savior, then that person has a serious problem. Only the sanitization. There is something wrong with his brain. Honestly. Nobody puts a date on freedom. Any freedom making a date, then it's not a freedom. Because freedom means you have to be free. But when you put a date on when you are going to start to be free, then you have a problem. Because nobody fixes a date on that. Biafra is going to happen. Nobody says that as soon as Biafra comes, it's going to be rosy, rosy, rosy. No, there's a lot of job to be done. Don't forget that we are like an ice block. You have been used to darkness. You have been used to oko, electricity going. And when you start seeing it every day, it's amazing. Something on TV here that happened, I saw it, it was somewhere in Houston, in Texas. I think they had a light out or something. And when the light came, The Nigerian family say, hey, up Nepa in Houston, because no, this is something it's not we're not used to it. So when you look at it and you think that as soon as you get Biafra, no, we are coming over with that same skeleton that we have, that same skin, that same dishonesty that pervades all of us in the zoo, that shortcut. We know how to shortcut something. You don't go to get something without really, 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 giving something. A friend that came to the United States with me at the time we came in, and when I got my driver license, and I was driving back home, but when I came here, I failed the driving test about 2 times before I finally made it. So the friend, got his license, and he went. The first time he failed it, and then second time he failed it, and the third time he was asking me, something. I just told him, when you're doing that, just hold the key to go to jail, because he said, but I did everything. I said, no, follow their instruction. Forget about the fact that you've been driving back home. Whatever the instructor says, do it. The first thought in his mind was, I actually have something, which is our normal way. But this is America. Because if you have something, you might drive straight to prison. So jail, somebody's going to put you in prison. You don't need to do that. You get things by merit. So these are the things when we get Biafra. Biafra is going to come, that something, we are still going to be like Ebaisi Webia. Our children, we will start with them. When they are 1 or 2 years old, we start showing them how to queue up. My 3-year-old grandson, he knows. Goes to school, he queues up to get into the kindergarten. He stands on the line. All those things are things that are learning as children, and when they grow up, they grow up with it. We don't have all that. We want our freedom, and our freedom is what we're going to get regardless of what they say. No matter how much they try, nobody's going to be able to stop us. So what I'm saying this morning is that for those of us, the equals are using that anybody that wishes to, that voluntarily want to put in the relay station in their area, in his community, please get in touch with us. Call Radio Biafra, USA 2, or any of the platforms, honestly. Call them, and then we'll take your number, and then we'll put you in touch with who is going to do it for you. All right? Because Nnamdi Kanu, we're so happy that somebody has voluntarily made sure that the radio is talking everywhere there. That is part of the contribution that you can make to keep your people at alert, to keep them on their toe, to know what is going on. Because and you think that you are going to listen to other radio stations and platforms, they are not going to actually tell you anything. They lie to their teeth. They lie. They call them NBC. They call them NCC or whatever is their name. They lie. That is why they are so pissed off with Twitter, because Twitter has nothing to do with them. They are writing what they have to write. They try to stop them. The Facebook is compromised, that we know. Because Zuckerberg, I don't even know what he's going to visit Nigeria for, but he did visit Buhari when he was alive, and you never visit those people and go away with no Ghana must go. You must always go there. When they give you, you have to give them. They have to give you something to buy your conscience. Probably Twitter first of all moved out of Nigeria into Ghana. They have the Ghana as their headquarters because they want to be sane, and they are speaking the truth, speaking it the way it is, and that does not go well with them. All right, so please, if you really, really want to help and put in a relay station, call. Let me know. You don't have to tell me your number. As soon as you call me, I'm going to see the number on the phone, and we're going to take that number and make sure that we pass it on, connect you with the person that will install it for you successfully, and you have it in your locality. People, they're part of the contribution. Like we say, making donation to for our ESN, the same thing too. If you build up a radio station for us, a relay station for us, that is part of contribution. Contribution doesn't have to be physically in money. What we are saying is, if you can do it, we will direct you to whoever is going to handle it. Just give us a simple call on the radio and tell us this is what we want to do, and I wish to do it. Your number will be passed on, obviously, and as soon as we get it to the right quarter, you'll be able to contact, or the person will be able to contact you, and the radio station will be set up. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We are still taking calls. I'm going to start taking my calls from now. 646-920-454. Give us a call.
You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening
to this is Radio Biafra.
Radio Biafra.
All right, the line is open for you. You can make your calls at 646-920-4541. Let us have our conversation as usual. 845-344-7984 +1 929-406-9953. And please be very considerate anytime you call. Just go straight to the point. And if you want to make the contribution that I'm talking about by the radio today, I told you I was going to talk about cow eating, isn't it? Yes, well, I'm going to talk about the flood, but I don't want to enforce you to say like we are making it, because I had so many inboxes yesterday. People were not like, "What are you talking about?" Our people are going to complain about this. But you see, the point is that I don't know how to put it, but what I'm trying to say is that complaining wouldn't stop us from telling the truth, because there's nothing you're going to say on radio. There's nothing you're going to ever say on broadcast that will be 100%. No, there are people that will always complain. So we just have to say it. The choice, the onus, everything is on you to decide on what you think is right. But I know that if you want to deal with a businessman, a serious man that lost money, attack his business, not him personally. Attacking him personally, no, he'll be alive to be still doing the same business. But if you attack his business, that means you are going to his pocket. That's where he's going to get angry. Very, very angry. Call us. The line is open. Let's talk.
Some years ago, ready way back in Nigeria, open
in this locality for his people to be able to listen to our radio stations, you are very welcome. The Nnamdi, somebody did it and it's working perfectly well. And I need calls from there, from Iyke, actually, Nnamdi. So tell me exactly what, to confirm this story, because I was told yesterday about this, that it's working perfectly well. And somebody who installed it is very willing to also help whoever wants to put it in his community. If you want to plan to put it, those of us in diaspora, especially here in the United States, we know that we'll be able to handle that effectively. I have a call coming in on Signal. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Dr. Ike Peters.
Welcome to the program, sir.
And thank you for your wonderful, sexy, and romantic radio station. I really appreciate your good work, sir. You're one of a kind, man. Every one of you are different in many ways that are very nice to this program. I really appreciate you guys for your time and your efforts. No. My brother, you see, the only group that I know that is making sense right now, that knows exactly what is supposed to be done for everybody to just exist in peace and divide and go our separate ways, are the CNG, the Coalition for the Northern Group. They seem to be the only Fulanis with good, with their heads screwed on well on their heads, to be honest with you. Because that's the only option they have. If the Fulanis are smart.
But do you trust them?
Well, America always say, I take you by your words.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can't tell what people have in mind, but it seems like they know that this is the only way out. At least they're speaking that this is the only way out, because that is the only way out. Nigeria can never ever survive this stage they are in. And if the Fulanis, if they fail to understand that you can never win this fight by guns and bullets, just know that very well. Now Nigerian soldier coming from any other section other than the Fulani will fight on the behalf of one Nigeria. They will never do it. The soldiers, the army is divided very well. When it comes to real war, they're going to find out lately that they don't have nobody to fight on their behalf.
That's right.
They have destabilized the nation. They are responsible for the destabilizing of the nation. After all, there was the regime before Buhari. Buhari was the one who embarked in this useless adventure, thinking that it's going to create a caliphate, a Fulani caliphate. You think Nigeria is too big for that nonsense. It's too big to be governed by a black man in the first place. You can't have 5 countries in one country and you give it to the hands of black people. Not only that you gave it to black people, but black people that are different in ethnic, religious, and all whatnot, man. And above that, you have a section called the Fulanis from the Muslim sect that feel that everybody else should be a slave to them. And you think that country will survive. Nigeria is a disgrace. Let's face the fact. We are a disgrace in the eyes of the world. And anybody who's clamoring for one Nigeria is a fool. His head should be checked. Because all these politicians, they are only after preserving their hegemony. That's why they voted themselves the biggest salary in the history of political any political payment you have in the whole world. Even in the United States, governors make $60,000-$70,000 a year. I'm talking about governors of a state like United States, the richest, most powerful country in the world. And you see how much money these guys are taking home every month. Someone is paid $30 million basic salary, and he has all kinds of perks, free car, free this, and when he leaves the office, he's entitled to only God knows how much again. Go and read it, man, you shed tears. So this is what they're preserving. But I'm telling them, the Fulani, you better listen. You better wean yourself from that milk, from that oil breast you have in your mouth. You better wean yourself from it and learn to live and survive like everybody else. You've taken it for so long. 50-something years after the war, you have been sucking this oil. You didn't use it to develop your place, educate your people, and you think we're going to let you keep sucking this breast for how long? No way. It's over. The people should get it in their head.
Yes. At
some point, everything that has a beginning has an end. It has come to an end. And let me warn them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is one of a kind of a guy. If you think you can shoot yourself or kill anybody, this guy has lost everything in life and he's still fighting and he's not going to give up. So it's for us. So the CNG seems to understand what the future holds for anybody who think he can extend this country. Let us, like a civilized people, sit down, like they said, organize the referendum, find who is a Nigeria or not. We're not saying, I'm one of those that said if Nigeria wants to exist, let them exist, but without Biafra, that's fine. If you do not want to join them, or if you do not want their own country, let them do what everybody else is doing. Let them do it and follow suit. If the Middle Belt want to do the same thing, the same goes to them. Okay? But as far as Biafrans are concerned, we have found out that the only way out for us, and the only way that we can exist as a human being, as distant human being we are, and be able to forge a common front that can give us a more stable and industrial nation, competitive to the rest of the world, is to remain on ourselves. We are over 670 million.
That's right.
Ghana is 25 million. London is not up to how many million? Maybe 50. Or the United Kingdom. Look at the whole of Europe. Bosnia, Herzegovina, the Muslim countries during the time of Clinton. Some of them are less than 1 million.
That's right.
And then you're talking about 70 strong, over 17 million, well-educated all over the world. Man, we have everything it takes to build a solid nation.
That's right.
So we are telling them, let's common sense for all these useless bloodletting. It does not help anybody. You are creating enemies. And for those that are creating fear, let me tell you one thing. Anybody who thinks that when you create countries, everybody will pack their things and go, it's a lie.
No, of course not.
It's a liar. That's what the fear they're putting. If you create, you think, let me tell you, you have Hausa, Fulani people in the East living and making money. This has been going on for many years. Okay, they will stay. Nobody's telling you to pack your bag and baggages and go. After all, we all belong to ECOWAS. Free, open border and everything. As long as you abide by the rule of any country you go by, you don't have any problem. You can do your businesses. We have our people in Ghana, all over, you name it. Ogadogu, anywhere you find Igbo man doing business there. In Europe, in Africa, anybody can be anywhere doing his business. Dangote will still bring his cement to us, but probably you won't have that monopoly anymore.
Yes.
Other people will be competing on equal level.
That's
but
right.
all these are just, like people used to say, the teething problems that everybody has to go through when changes come. But there's nothing like when you create Nigeria, our people to pack your, they pack your things, then you find you. Or we, if the Fulani decide to build a solid ranch and produce pig milk and produce, package their beef and containerize it and, freeze it and with trucks and bring it and sell it to us, we buy it. We are all human beings. We depend on each other. There's no way that people, all this fear they're bringing into politicians are bringing to people. If you create Nigeria, Biafra will go. Biafra is going nowhere. The land of Nigeria stays the same way. Only some imaginary line that says border. Maybe if we feel that people are infiltrating, we put a boundary to it. You will be free to come in. You play by the rules. So also, if I go to the north and you are ruled by Sharia law, I know you say you don't drink alcohol. I won't drink alcohol. You say you don't want a nightclub for people to party. I will obey that. I abide by your rules. You come to the east, we say we drink, we party. You want to party, you party with us.
That's right.
Let us be human beings and be reasonable and stop this nonsense that the white men will be looking at us and say we are animals. This is the thing. This big broad letting, like the woman that you just played her clip. You go to the internet, what you see. Can you imagine little kids, 7, 5, 6 years in the primary school, being slaughtered with a knife, broke their mouth, a gaff open, their heads, blown into pieces. One child was cut from the back, almost that the severity. The little boy said, imagine this type of carnage. Who does that to a human being? In the name of what? What are you fighting for? You can never get that thing you are fighting for that way. Okay, you can never conquer anybody. Get it off your way. And for Lai Mohammed, who think that he can control with Twitter, let him start chasing his shadow. Anytime he catches his shadow, then he can control the internet. Something that exists in the airwave. You can never control it. They think they have a station here that says Twitter. No, they don't do that. Everything is done in the World Wide Web, man. It flows from the satellite to you.
That's
How
right.
can you control that? So a bunch of idiots. When you have Muhammad is capable of catching his shadow, then he can control the internet world. My brother, Dr. Ipras, keep up the good work. God bless you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still talking. The line's open for everyone to come in and have a discussion. They are trying to do what the impossible. Like my brother, just the analogy of trying to catch your shadow. It's almost impossible because when you move, your shadow moves. So you can't just catch it and you never ever be able to catch it. I have a call coming in on, Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, good morning, sir. My name is Kelechi. I'm calling from Netherlands.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. So I have a few questions to ask because I'm getting fed up of these people, Edo and the Delta people. They are mentioning Igbo people. They are evil. They are this and that. Is it not possible, or is it not okay for Mazi to take these 5 states for us to go and leave them alone?
No.
Because this thing is getting.
Let me interject before you continue. I have already banned that. I don't want to hear that on this program. We are not taking any 5 states. We are going home with our brothers. There are people, when the referendum comes and they say they don't want to go with us, then we have the right to go without them. For now, it doesn't matter what their politicians come out and say. All they are making is just noise. It's one man, one vote. That's what the referendum is all about. If they decide they don't want to go with us, fine.
Because these people are making too much noise. I don't know. The thing is very, very annoying. Honestly, it's very, very annoying.
But
the way they are talking all those things, Igbo, as if.
I agree with you that they are talking, but one thing you have to understand is that who is talking? 1%. There are many people up there. When you hear from 4 people, don't castigate. Even in an Igbo land, our own people, there are people out there who don't even want Biafra up to now as we speak. What will you do? Yeah, referendum. If they want to live in Nigeria, they should go there and leave us alone. But before then, our leader is not going to do that. We're going to go with our brothers, whoever they are. They cut us off. They divided us. Most of you who are very young don't know this. Those of us who are older, we know that before the war, there was no such thing as Onyijo. There was no such thing as Onyurobo. We were all just one people. The white man came in and divided us because they wanted to rule us. So we cannot give them that. We cannot oblige them. I'm sorry to say. All right?
Okay, no problem. One thing I know is that you could will surely grant us our freedom. So that is the only thing.
That is it.
Okay, now. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for your concern. All right, I have another one on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on WhatsApp. The line is just dropped the line. He was talking and the line was open. If you want to make a call, just stick to your phone and make the call, because you might be picked up anytime. If you put on your phone and you're ringing and you're having a conversation with somebody else and the line opens, we start hearing what you're saying. All right. So like I said before, my brother who just called, who just spoke about taking the 5 states. I know it's frustrating, but you know something? It's not going to happen. We are going to have our referendum. If whoever doesn't want to go with us have the right to stay where he wants to stay. Like our brother Ben Okafor just mentioned, referendum, creating a country doesn't mean everybody will move. You don't expect somebody who lives, because they don't want to be civilized about it. You can still do your business, whatever you want to do. If I decide to live in Biafra land, there will be taxes for me to pay. If I decide to go and live in Oduwa land, that doesn't mean that in fact, I'm even looking for their green card. If they will be able to get their green card, I give you green card to be a resident in Oduwa land. Of course I will, but I'm still a Biafran. I have my own home where I can go back to anytime. I have a call on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi Peters here. Good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you, Peters. Thank you for having me. And thank you for what you have been doing for Biafra. Mazi, I just want to thank you once again for the answer you give to my brother. Just call right now. Just give me a right answer. Thank you for that, my brother. You're a wise man. Thank you. Because we have said it on this program, on this platform, nobody should bring this issue up again. But anyway, maybe this our brother have not been listening. It's also that you give him the right answer. Mazi, my name is Mazi Madabuchi. Mazi, why I call now is to, this is my own opinion. I don't know. Mazi, if I'm not getting it right, please correct me. What I want to say is about, you see, anytime that our leader want to come on air to broadcast, please, I want the broadcasters not to say it 2-3 days before the broadcast. And I will tell you the reason I say so. Because you see, what they call it, these are our enemies that they call the zoo. Right? They are doing everything possible to see if they can penetrate us, which they can never. Why I say this, there's something trading that our leader will broadcast on 23 of June 2021, which is not true. Do you know that they view this thing to so many people, confuse people that our leader is on air broadcasting? Why our leader is not broadcasting? And many people buy this idea. So what I'm saying in essence is, any day that our leader is coming on air, let the last broadcaster make it to know to us. Even if we don't listen it live, we repeated our leaders' broadcast always, so we can listen some other time. Because these people, they are trying to penetrate us, which we can never give them any chance to enter us, and we can never. Now, that's number one, Mazi. Number two is the governors that are saying they disowning Biafra. They are not Biafra. That Nnamdi Kanu is not speaking to Igbos. Nnamdi Kanu is not speaking to Igbos. Nnamdi Kanu don't own Igbo. Nnamdi Kanu is speaking to Biafra. He's speaking to Ipob, indigenous people of Biafra. He's not speaking to Igbos. So you can go and speak to your Igbos. We are Igbos, we are Biafra in Igbo speaking. We are Biafrans, Igbo speaking. So if you say Nnamdi Kanu cannot speak for Igbos, then you speak for Igbos. Nnamdi Kanu is speaking for Biafra, and we are Biafra. Now, Maz, before I drop, something that's going on, you see this like Muhammad, that's one of our brothers just say right now. That man is doing everything. Do you know that CNN, I think 2-3 days ago, CNN mentioned about Biafra issue, our agitation and the Biafran war, the past war. Do you know that Muhammad is planning to ban CNN in Nigeria?
What do you mean?
Do you see how these people, do you see their mentality? They don't want to hear anything about Biafra issue. Any media, any foreign media or international media don't talk about Biafra, they are threatening that media. Do you see what he's doing with Twitter today? That is going to ban Twitter, that is a supporting of IPOB. Why are they doing this? My brother, I do about job, and we will never let it go. We will get Biafra very soon. Thank you, and God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir.
God bless you. Thank you very much. You know, the English language disown. When they say disown in English, it means that something that you owned, you don't want it anymore. Disown Biafra. Biafra, they never owned Biafra in the first place. Igbo man said that we are disowned Igbo. How can you disown what you don't own? We're going to do something. Like when they say restructure Nigeria, and I ask them, was Nigeria structured in the first place? A country that is structured is where you can restructure it. But when it has no structure, you have to start from the foundation, from building it up. So when they say disown, you disown what you owned. You cannot disown what you never owned in the first place. Any of them who think that these so-called governors and so-called Ifulefus that are holding meeting left and right, if they think they own Biafra land, please let them sit down in their office and give order that people should sit at home and let us see what happens. Let them bring people out in the street to come out and campaign or do something. That's when we know you own them. You don't own anything. You are just a bunch of idiots that are fooling themselves, bunch of lizards that think that they are crocodiles. They can never get anywhere in what they are doing. They are wasting their time. And have a call coming in. Let me take this one on WhatsApp line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, I thought that you have put me in do not call list.
What happened? Yeah, everybody is clamoring. There's too many calls coming in left, right, and center. Yeah.
My brother, God bless you.
Bless you too.
My name is Mazi Manugo Nyejaka. I am the national PRO of Ipob here in the United States of America. Mazi, I am from Amibo. I live here in Washington, D.C. Amibo in Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of King Dejo Popobo. Mazi, I thank you for the good job you do for Biafra, and I thank God Almighty for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra is here. Biafra is here. There is no two ways about it. But I want to let the Biafrans, let them know that they are not in this business, in this problem alone. Look at what is going on in the Middle Belt, just like what the woman that spoke. Is it not in the same north, Middle Belt, Kaduna, Southern Kaduna, Zamfara, Borno? Is it not the same north that they always say, we, the Northern elite, we, the Northern Forum, we have said? And these people, I don't know if they are so drunk. They think that people are foolish. You are still killing a lot of your children, killing a lot of the Middle Belters. You're killing the people from Southern Kaduna, people from Borno. You are killing them, and they are living in refugee camp. Forget about this IDP camp, this new, Lexicom or whatever they planted now that they're calling IDP. No, there's nothing like IDP. It's refugee. The refugee of the Biafra, that is what have visited them. So all of them that are living in refugee camp, they have been uprooted from their home. Remember, these people are not going to go back to their home again. Man, they don't have a home to go back to. What happened to those their homes? They went there and killed them. But what happened? Did they burn down their home? Why can't they go back to their home? They cannot. Because the Fulanis have been planted there. So the issue there is that they might be thinking that it is a game. Oh, it is a game of Biafra and Nigeria. No, it's not a game of Biafra and Nigeria. Because Biafra is gone already. Biafra have been declared. Biafra was declared in the 60s, 70s, that time. And we still have that, our Biafra. The only thing now is that the agreement that we had, that agreement, then the Nigeria did not honor the agreement. And this is the reason why we want to restore, go back to our Biafra. And that is what we are doing. There's no two ways about it. Thank God that Oduduwa is up now, and the Oduduwa are fighting for that. And for the people that have been extremely, terribly delusional, that is these politicians who think that this politics that they've been playing since 1960s, since 1960 up to today, the politics that have not yielded anything to the common people, who think that the people are foolish, then let them come and bring on this, politics or this election that they want to have. It cannot happen like that. Nigeria, they see today, they're not going to see it again. I am telling you, just stand your ground. Do whatever that you can do, because we are fighting for you. Why are we fighting this? Definitely. The country that has been 60 years and they don't have electricity. Remember, electricity brings employment, electricity brings industries, but there's no electricity. A country that has been 60 years up to today, you don't have just a working hospital. The thing that kills you is just the thing that kills the animal. A country that is 60 years up to today, no good road. A country that is 60 years, just go and check the military, the army. If you go to England, you will see the army, you cannot even see any army. or any soldier on the street. But here, the armies are just unleashed to come to the villages, come to your houses and abduct you and kill you and bomb their own people. The police are there just taking money from you, but it can never happen. Go to England, go to Britain. They don't carry even a gun, the police, but they are shooting you. That is what they call a country. This is a country that is producing oil, but their people are dying of hunger. That's what I'm talking about. So, I mean, it is high time. I don't know what people are just, waiting. It's a high time. We started this. They never know that it's going to be like this. But I thank God Almighty that Nnamdi Kanu is, is the person that is our leader. I thank God for Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm calling on all people who are here in the United States, who are enjoying the fruit of freedom, who are enjoying the fruit of somebody, having equal opportunity. People who got good job, you are here because there are people that lay their life for you just to be where you are today. That is in America. I am calling upon you. If you are in America and then you are from that contraction called Zoom, then you got to stand up and stand with your people, because you cannot be enjoying yourself here and then when you go home, then you don't know what is going to before you. So I'm calling upon you. If you are a Biafran, I want you just to call and then donate so that we can use the money in order just to secure our land. And if you want to donate, I am urging you to go to our website. That our website is www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. Mazi, thank you and God bless you.
Caller on signal. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon. I'm calling from Lagos. My name is Kelechi. Mazi, good afternoon.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mazi. Before people will begin to call for my head, that Kelechi that I call is from Northern. It's not my own Kelechi.
Okay.
So before somebody to call for my head and my blood, so it's from Northern. Tell them, announce it after now. Tell them that it is not my own Kelechi from Lagos. It's our brother from Northern.
Okay. It's all right.
That is on that, Mazi. That's just what I call you, Mazi. No be another thing. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Let me see. I have a call. Okay. The call dropped. Kelechi was the one that made the broadcast. That call, I'll talk about the 5 states. So I banned the 5 states. Unfortunately for him, another Kelechi called from Netherlands saying the same thing. So now he wants you all to listen, not be me, do or somebody else. We all know that, my brother. It's not a bad thing. People can suggest, people can bring in anything. It's not a cruel law that you just have to explain to the person what we mean by that. All right, turn down your radio. Oh my goodness. Caller on straight line, please turn down your radio. Caller on straight line, yes. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Your radio is on. Turn down your radio.
I'm off it.
All right. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Malaysia.
Welcome to the program.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Sir, I wanted to, for some time now, broadcast somewhere, and we have not heard from him. I hope I heard the question. Ike.
So Onyendo, when he's ready, he will talk. There's nothing wrong with Onyendo. He's perfectly all right. You don't have to be talking to you every day. So bad.
Okay, sir. Then another issue. As we can see in Biafra land, that almost all the Nigerian troops are now in the eastern part of Nigeria, which is our Biafra land. So I want to ask, these people are well equipped, and they are really dealing with us. I want to ask, the ESN, which has been trying their best and doing everything humanly possible to stop them. I want to ask, is there any arrangement, for us to, better equip ESN and also recruit more people into ESN in order to match up with these people in our land?
I will answer you straight. It's a very straight question. First, I will start by asking you, are you a member of IPOB?
Of course.
Good. So you have a coordinator, right?
Yes, we have a coordinator here, yes.
Ask your coordinator, don't ask the radio. You cannot tell you.
Okay,
you cannot tell the world. You cannot tell the world what you're planning to do. All right. All right.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your call. This is Radio Biafra. I have another call coming in this time on straight line. Call on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right. That line. Okay. Let's see. I'm having a problem here with this phone. All right, my brother have just called. He has a very good question, but I want him to take that question home and ask. It's not an issue to be discussed on radio. All right, let's see another one that is calling on the principal officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. Go ahead. Tell us your name.
Thank you very much, Mazi. It's your brother with calling from my location.
There we
Mazi, I appreciate you so much for your good job, to be honestly. Biafrans do, and we appreciate our leader and Biafrans worldwide. Mazi, I just want to say something here. I'm a proud Igbo man and a Biafran as well. A proud Igbo man. I just want to drop one comment for that our brother that called from Kelechi by name. You see, when somebody come and told you that another tribe come and told you, oh, Igbo man is this, Igbo man is that, Igbo man is this, Igbo man is spiritual, Igbo man is this. My brother, be proud to tell the idiots that if they bring two caterpillar parts, DAF and Mercedes, and tell him to couple the two engines, dismantle it and couple it, can he able to do it? And ask the idiot, do you know the gearbox of DAF and Mercedes? If he said no, tell him to go and hang himself and die. Master, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. All right, I like it when it's very brief. I like the calls when they come in very brief. Let's see, I have another call coming on WhatsApp line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good evening here. Good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Chisom Ejike. Mazi, I'm calling from Malaysia. Likewise.
Okay.
Thank God you are the answer you give. You are in spirit.
Yes.
You are in spirit. Just be like I'm the one that give the answer. Thank you. What I want to say on my own is that our people should stop looking at all these political leaders. They are political jobbers. If we can understand, last 2 years. And Willie Obiano still came out again, say that any Anambra man that they killed is 500,000 naira. So when somebody in Igbo land, they have never used money as equivalent to human being, where we came from. They have never used, no matter how amount of money, you cannot place money in human being head. That is a very big error. Had it been we have a traditional ruler,
yeah.
They're supposed to call him and please the land for that thing, for making that statement. But every person keep quiet. Obiano worth 500,000. His wife worth 500,000. The whole people that has everything in Anambra State, he placed every person 500,000, and nobody talk about that thing. They don't know what it means. Nobody speak about. All of them keep mute. Nobody agree talk. And that the same people are people that came out, say they do Africa primary election, and people were going there to what they call democracy in Nigeria, this autocracy. What have this our region benefit from this autocracy? We have never benefited anything than to lose things that we have. To lose everything that we have, that is what we are losing. and people are going there to congratulate this so-called Soludo. He has been in the bank. I don't know the development he brought in Isofia. You go to Isofia today, the only thing in that secretariat you will only see the road that is not up to 1 kilometer. They don't even tie that road. They give his name. I don't know why our people will leave what they're supposed to do and start doing another thing. Let's leave all these people. You call Iwanyanwu too. Iwanyanwu, if you can remember, they give Iwanyanwu contracts. Obosi bypass. You will from Obosi, you will locate without even going to Onitsha. You will locate Bayelsa. You will locate Enugu. You will locate Cross River. You will locate Apa. This man single-handed it. You will see Obosi bypass road. They said Iwanyanwu involved in Otokoto. The same man involved in Otokoto. When we are talking that they are cutting the penis and the liver and the artery of our people, sending to China, don't they know that Iwanyanwu is the chairman of Otokoto? We have passed vote of no confidence on all of them, from A to Z, both them and their clergymen. We have nothing with them again. Can we ask ourselves a question? Why did the TAOG bury the OTC Kampu with a costly casket? They flood in from CPS Aba with headquarters. Nobody see the corpse of OTC Kampu. A criminal, he typed criminal because after working for him finish, he killed him. Do we ask what happened to Django? Do we ask who hold arrogant general of Aba? It's all these political people. They use Bakassi and kill all our own people. Mbadiluju, what happened? What happened? We should, anybody that know anything he will do to bring these people down should start doing it. They are not for us. They are worse than the Boko Haram. Fulani man cannot come to your house and fight you without them. They are the people that give the Fulani people red light, red signal to come, green signal to come. That is who they are. They are. If you see any Igbo man politician, any Biafran politician, and the Fulani, first kill the Igbo man, the Biafran politician before the Fulani. The Fulani has no strength. A Fulani man cannot be in a trench for 30 minutes and shoot. Igbo man giving the morale. Igbo man giving the strength. Igbo man giving the courage. Igbo man giving the road to come that road is safe. That is what they are doing. It's hard time we stop talking about these people and make sure we gun them down. In anything that we can do to bring them down, let's bring them down. Where are those in the Oponsi? Those people that are poison, where are they? Where are the witchcrafts? Are they mute? Today they have gone mute. God bless you, sir.
God bless you. Sorry, I don't know what happened to the line, but I was enjoying what you're saying, and I was thinking about it. Eventually, my brother, you have the right to be angry. You have the right, because these people are not good for us. They start down in the meeting and say they are disowning us. They are disowning. How can you disown what you don't own? We don't know who they are, but the time comes, all of them are going to pay. They will pay. There's no doubt about it. I don't have any single doubt in my mind. It's time. One day the church and I go Bible said that it's time for everything. There will be time for them to go. When that time comes, believe me, trust me, I agree with you 100%. They will go. They are not going to be there. They can do all the meeting they want, go from meeting to meeting every day. They enter the room, they come out, they hold a meeting. In the end, Biafra will go. We are already gone. It's a matter of time, and then we'll pack our things and make it official. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. The line is still open, 646-920-4541. 845-344-7984 plus 19294069953.
Good morning. My name is Iyke. I'm calling from Maryland. You know, calling Radio Biafra is like a miracle waiting at the pool. So when the angel says the first person that's gone in there will be.
I know.
Actually, as the moderator, sir, please, there are certain things when you moderate it, and maybe if I call, because you know, sometimes most of our people are so emotional. Because it's not only Igbos, it's not only Biafra, it's not only Jaws, it's not only listening to this radio. There are many people from the international world listening to us.
Did you introduce yourself, please?
I say I'm Chijioke. I'm calling from Maryland.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead.
So what I'm trying to please beckon on us is that when the moderator moderates or say, no, we can't take this thing on this platform, there are ways we react on that. Sometimes it will throw the listeners off balance because the moderator has done this thing. Then another thing I also want to thank you is the response you have been giving to us. Most times, many people who are discussing how we react, how we deal, what our plans are, and all these things. I love the way you handled it and all these things because it's not. Why I'm repeating that is whatever you have moderated, the listener should know that it's no area, no go area. Don't repeat the mistake somebody has made.
Yes.
Calling on Radio Biafra, trying to ask the presenter what our plans are. Please, anytime we call, as long as somebody has made that mistake and is being corrected, let nobody else repeat that same mistake because it's not only us listening. Now, the international countries are now more interested in Biafra, frankly speaking. And this is one of the things that made me to follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because whatever he says comes to pass. Frankly speaking, I don't know how it works. Yes, it's not that people are everybody is missing his voice. That's the truth of the man. Let us not pretend. We are all missing to hear. Even my family, everybody is missing to hear from him. Shows that whatever he says goes. People that don't believe in him today, tomorrow they will come. They will even be more radical than those who were there. So shows that we are moving on. I was discussing with some of my friends here who are Americans. Most of time, they tell me that the consistency, patience, and education, we will get it. Because now it's drawing the attention of CNN is talking very, very soon. In fact, the more Lai Mohammed is also helping us. There's one program Mayegu did. He said, in fact, Boko Haram has come to do the work. In fact, he has come to do most of the. If you listen to that young man, Mayegu, Lai Mohammed is also an instrument to that because the more he reacts to any media that comes to take up this Biafran evangelization, he will keep on attacking them. He's also selling us to the world.
That's right.
Because something it means that you are covering up something. You are covering up something. Mind you, very, very soon, the world is going to launch. And in fact, the thing they don't know is that you can be talking to them there in Nigeria. You see most of those ambassadors, you feel they will say yes. They don't know that they are not like Nigerians. From their own country, they will tell you what to do. The system will tell you what to do, not you telling the country what to do. Very soon, those countries are going to descend on Nigeria. Frankly speaking, you see that people from nowhere are going to fight this battle for us. So let us just take it the way the moderators are handling it. It's in fact, God bless us with you people. You people have been doing awesome work. Then another thing I want to plead on is, please, this issue of our brothers, I don't like calling them Niger Delta, and I use the word people from the coastal region and all this because we are all Niger Delta.
Yes.
Please, these guys who are telling you all these things are stooges, are the agents of the politicians.
Oh, yes.
They are the ones. So don't get worked up whenever they are coming to you. They are their agents. If you want to know the truth, go to that place and ask one or two persons. They will tell you even they are more radical. The only thing is that the agents are making their voice not to be heard. And that is why they are not happy with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has already broken down bond. So we shouldn't help them to cement it again. Please, they are all the agents, they are all paid. Because when Akpabio went to do all those abracadabra, it's not only that you are seeing, they have gone very, 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 very far in getting their stooges that will be doing their dirty work. So what they do is that anything they do will react on it. They say, this thing don't catch them. They will continue on that. But when they do that, like most of them I meet online, I educate them. You have to think, why would somebody who came all the way from Futajelon came to the south and divided us? And when they want to address themselves, they say that we the north. But when they want you to address yourself, they want you to carve yourself out. You are Igbo, you are Ijo, you are Yoruba, you are this thing. No. When we are united, they will flee. We can't even shoot. They will flee once they know that we are united. So we are encouraging all of us to, if they tell you like that, educate them. Tell us, we are one. Is these agents that are coming to divide us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Have a call coming in on Signal. Turn your phone down, please. All right. Call on Signal. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Dr. Ipitaz. How are you, sir?
Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much. You're speaking to your brother, Chidera, calling from my location.
Yeah, well.
Dr. Ike, I'm sorry, I need to say something that people should not be angry with me, please. But it's just the way it's bothering me. 3 days or so ago, one of my brothers just touched on it, but I'm seeing it in a different way. I wrote something on it on Facebook, but just apologize, especially my own followers. That is, when you are on social media and you share some information, I think it was on Wednesday. Yeah, I think if I'm correct, on Wednesday, we all waited for our leader's broadcast, presuming that he's the one who sent that particular message. And you're finding out that we have to be logging, calling each other left, front, and back, asking how did this information come about. So people have made a broadcast on it. But what I'm trying to say here, Sir Ipitaz, is I have checked our leader's secretary, his Twitter page. I've checked what is the name called? I'm trying to remember now. I'm sorry, just keep my mind. I'm just looking at the page, but this phone. So some of our top officials, their Twitter account and their Facebook page, none of them circulated that message. But when you look at it, millions of people waited for that broadcast. You know, I know some Twitter people who always share it. When I check their YouTube, I have to call. We are not broadcasting our leaders. We are waiting 15 minutes to go. Say, no, I already did. A lot of people are waiting. Why I'm saying this now, Sir Ipiraj, is that I haven't seen our leader debunk that news, that I was at least millions in numbers following him. We have a secretary, and we have other Chike, yes, that name Chike Doziem, and with other top officials. In this critical time we cannot allow somebody to deceive us. He's not our leader. He's not any senior officials who make that comment. But when you look at it, with the level of things are going now, what if somebody use that particular Facebook account and say something maybe in name of order? I'm giving you an order. Do this in the next 3 hours. I'm doing this. And millions of people believe that was our leader writing that thing. To be honest with you, when I see that page, I didn't go to this one. When we began to have some conversation, that I realized the followers are not is lower. It gives a very few people a chance to authentication of that particular handle. So what I'm saying now, that in a case like this, I was expecting one of the officials to say something and say, no, nobody did that. None of them write anything from say, I did not, our leader did not send that, including the secretary. Now, if such a person did this and keep quiet, a lot of people may do broadcast, do their Facebook broadcast and try to say, this person is a fraud, this person is a DSS. But there's no official that say, no, this person, we don't know him, to start don't relate to, just like as NNAMDI'S did, when some kind of account started coming up about ESN. She came on air and said, no, there's no such. And anybody going to that place now is a fool, because it's now official. Like, our account to B or C is not, have not to do with us. So what I'm saying is that if somebody do that tomorrow and give order, people will think that is our leader that giving that order. If something carried out, tomorrow you will hear that, no, there's no such, I did not do that. Or there's not expecting somebody to put an end to that by official statement by that particular Facebook, because it's not like it's a 30 people or 1K. The whole YouTuber bloggers clean waiting that day. And they presumed people who went to that particular Facebook analyzing it one after God because it looked real to us there. They were Ipitans. I hope something will be done about that. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. I've heard everything you said, but the truth is this. Let me be honest with you. As you know, you must always picture something. Why do you people keep running up and down Facebook looking for information from our leader? Our leader has a web page. Somebody had called me here about the broadcast. If you were listening to my program at the time, they said, is our leader broadcasting today? And I said, I don't have any information. And they go, oh, there's somebody in Facebook, they're reading Facebook. So do I have to go about Facebook? I watch Facebook. I do go in there. There are so many people that have, if you don't read between the lines, you will make a mistake by thinking that a particular page belongs to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No. This could be a group. What they do, they put a picture of him there. His picture doesn't tell us that that is his web page. Unless it's already, because sometimes when I see a web page that has his face on it, the moment I see the publication on that web page, even without going to his profile, I quickly know that this is not him. Because you see contradictory statements that people make. All you need to do is flip it over and then forget about it. Don't go there and get something that will give you high blood pressure. Everybody wants him to talk. Quite all right, I do. But he is not talking. When he's ready to talk, you have your Radio Biafra. Somebody in Radio Biafra will tell you that. We have so many platforms. If I didn't see it, maybe Alozie will see it. And Alozie will announce it. Ikechukwu Onoha can announce it. The people in Biafra land, everybody, Jonas, they can all announce it. But when you don't hear it on Radio Biafra, it means it's fake. It's as simple as that. But there's nothing wrong with waiting anyway. So all of the millions that logged in that was waiting for him and he never came in. Next time you learn your lesson. It's no big deal. I'm telling you the truth. It's no big deal at all. If he wants to talk, our leader, whenever he wants to make his broadcast, will say it. And do not forget that we are reading the Psalm at this time. I'm sure he's doing the same thing like every one of us. So don't expect him to say anything. I don't. But if he does chooses to talk, we will know and we'll let you know that he's going to talk. I have a call coming in. Let me take this one. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, Mike Peters from here. My name is Frank Obinamba. I'm calling from Trondheim, Norway, precisely.
Welcome to
Thank you very much, brother, for your thank you for educating us every day. It's not an easy something. You waking up early morning every day to educate our people. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate your work.
Yeah.
All the something going on today, the analysis and all those things. Yesterday I mentioned it. I said, CNN, did you see the good work? CNN is talking about us.
Yeah.
That's a good news, good one. All along, they've refused to talk about us and all those things. And our leader told us they will be forced to talk about us. And what's his name? Lai Mohammed can go about banning everything. Even one day he will forget to ban himself. He will ban himself from talking. That is his problem. Coming to my brother that just spoke now. Brother, there is always a way. All the people fight. They don't have any choice again to fight than to be faking pages in the Nnamdi Kanu this thing. If you go to Twitter, check how many Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there. But you only know the difference from the name under, yes. Because they can never be true.
Exactly.
You will see the one Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all those ones. You will know if you're following my leader. Once you read the sentence, you know.
You will know exactly.
If you know, his English is different. You cannot even copy it.
Yeah.
You understand me? Once I read whatever he writes, I know. I heard something. I went to his page on Twitter. I did not see it. I went to the secretary. I did not see it. So it means there will be no broadcast. Because once he's going to broadcast, he's always there. And the one you check on Facebook, mainly, he always does it. He takes it from Twitter and brings it to Facebook. You know this is authentic. And normal, if you following our leader, you know the way he does his things. So people telling us, saying they did not see it and all those and our leaders to come and do this. He doesn't have to do that.
He doesn't.
It's us that need to read between lines and know who to follow and who not to follow. He's not going to do everything for us. At least now we are able to reason. We are able to reason and all those things. My brother, without being saying much, I want to announce our launching that is coming tomorrow in Norway.
Yes.
My brother, please allow me to announce the number.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much, brother. Anybody in Norway, wherever you are, you don't have any excuse now not to support ESN and what is going on in our country. Please, no matter the amount, everything, tomorrow we are going to have a launching in Norway. Please, the time is going to be via Zoom and the time is 4 p.m. starting 4 p.m. And the numbers you can call is 40583909. That belongs to Imo Korea. That's our national secretary. Call him. You always get all the information. And another number is 45400939 over Sophia. Everybody knows her. She's a powerful woman. That's our national financial secretary. My brother, thank you very much for your good work. I appreciate it. Remember, tomorrow is going to happen in Norway. Thank you very much, brother. Have a nice day.
Well, thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. I have a call coming in on caller on signal. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here. Caller on signal. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you so much. May Elohim Chukwu Kabiyama bless you.
Bless you too.
Mazi, I'll be so hungry to talk with you. Mazi, thank you for picking my call. It's your brother Mazi Akas. It has been a long time.
Yes, Akas, how are you, sir? Welcome to the program.
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine, sir. And how are you doing?
I'm okay. Go ahead, sir. Tell us your...
Mazi, thank you for all... Yeah, Mazi, thank you so much for all your explanation. When our people have been misled and the way you correct us with with good heart, so quietly and immediately you say these things, our people understood it immediately. Mazi, I want to also use this opportunity to thank our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This man has done a lot for us that we don't know what we used to pay him, but our prayer always every day. Just as he have given us an order to pray every day, each psalm every day, which today we are on 26th of Psalm. We are praying for him, asking God, Elohim Chukwu Kabiyama, to guide and protect him, give him more knowledge, more understanding, strengthen him, give him every grace that he needs. Right people on his side always, that anything he speaks must come to pass, because we have looked left and right. If not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we don't know where our people would be to this moment. I don't know how the compound of my own father will looks like. Maybe I will come back from here in Austria, going home at the end of the day. One Fulani man will be at the gate of my father. I will talk. He will use knife or to butcher me or use gun to kill me. I tell you honestly speaking, if not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what ESN is doing, may Elohim bless you. Mazi, I want to talk about concerning what these governors are doing in our land. Most of them who just came out this office and talking rubbish. If they are truly a leader, if they want to show the world they are a leader, let them call people to protest, call Igbo people to protest and say, you come and protest and say you don't want Biafra. If truly they are a leader.
That's right.
Let them call Igbo people, even in that Biafra, they are in Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is somewhere, give an order, all Igbo land was shut down on 30th of May. If they truly say they are representing all of us, let them call for protest on the street and say, come and march and say you don't want Biafra. If truly they are their leaders, mad people everywhere. Who are they speaking for? They are not speaking for us. We have made up our mind. We are the people. All of them, they are calling themselves governors today. Most of them, all of them, we are not voted in. Somebody in Abuja here always appoint who is going to be our leader in Igbo land. Now we have known the truth, and we stand by the truth. None of them is speaking for us. Now the people have decided that we don't want to belong to Nigeria anymore. We have had enough.
We have tried and tried and tried, and at the end of the day, they are killing us. You do anything in northern state, they will threaten to kill you. A man was one stupid Igbo man was talking about one Nigeria in his police station, with one governor called Yerima Sikibo. I don't know his name. After that day, it's not up to 2 days. They come to his own police station when he was talking about one Nigeria. They kill him there.
Yeah.
Any problem that come out in that Nigeria, we most especially we the Igbos become the sacrificial lamb in that country. This has happened over 50 good years. And they make our own land to be a place whereby there's no industry, there's no good road, there's no electricity, there's no seaport, there's no international airport. Anything we do, we must go to Europe, we must go to outside land, northern land to obtain anything we want. How long can we keep on living in this type of bad situation? If embassy is in Biafra, is it a bad thing? If you have a seaport in Biafra, is it a bad thing? Why must we go to Lagos and Abuja? And they say we are one Nigeria. Why is it that every graduate in our own land cannot get a work unless you run away from Biafra, you go to Lagos or Abuja? Why is it that every big company in Biafra land, even the way they frustrated innocent to close his bring his headquarters in Abuja in Lagos? If not IPOB, we are shouting and shouting. After 3 years ago, we are shouting and shouting and shouting before they leave us alone. This is the same judge they call Onyamo, who is preaching one Nigeria in his plane. They came after him. It was the same this IPOB. Save that madman who is preaching one Nigeria. Now, see, sometimes I feel like we should, anything that come after this, we should put our hand and begin to watch them until they die inside. Because after you save them, at the end of the day, they will become something we don't know. The same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was preaching, giving Nigerian government order they must release Oju Kanu and Elizabeth. Today, Oju Kanu is free. He's still dancing and romancing Fulani. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot kill himself for we Biafrans. This man have done a lot. He lost everything. His father, his mother, his junior sister called Adako died. 28 men died for the sake of Biafra. Thousands are dying today. Fulani is in nowhere, killing our people. So somebody will still come and tell me to be a Nigeria? It is impossible. I denied Nigeria since 2015 when they held him captive in Abuja. That was when I denied Nigeria. I said I can never be a Nigeria. Our people should stand up. Please, I'm talking to I want to use this opportunity to talk to our brothers and sisters here in Austria. You people should wake up. Austria, our brothers are Biafrans living here in Austria. Please wake up and begin to do the needful. Support ESN. No amount is too small. You people know the right thing. If you don't know what to do, call IPOB National, our national coordinator Mazi Iyke, or his deputy Mazi Iyke. Call them. They will give you direction how to donate to ESN. Ipob members, we know how we do it here. Please, our people should wake up and begin to do the needful. Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mazi Iyke as your brother. I am the national PRO here in Austria. Thank you, Mazi.
Bless you too. All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Let me take a very, very short break and I'll be right back to continue with the calls. Morning from here.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Mazi Iyke Peters. Is Rabbi Charles Adokwama Ozota. There was a lot of things are going on air. So I say let me call and add my voice to it and distressing information that I'm seeing online. Before I continue, I want to greet Biafrans all over the world. Friends of Biafra, freedom lovers, I salute you. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I salute you. Shalom. I'm Rabbi Shah speaking from my location. Mazi Iyke Peters, I had Kelechi coming to clear his name. What a coincidence. and what a coincidence. The caller from the Netherlands, his name is Kelechi. And he hammered on the same topic you banned. Our brother ran out quickly. I couldn't stop laughing. Our brother ran out. That's a good spirit. He's a Biafran. We are all Biafrans. Yes. And I love our people so much. Brother Kelechi just came out and said, it's not me. Oh. Please, brothers and sisters, it's not Kelechi in Lagos. The one that called is from the zoo. Yes, right. Mazi. And the other one I want to speak about is Chidera that called. My brother Chidera, we are all victims. I didn't blame anybody. This news that our leader is coming on air. Yes. To be honest, I sent it quickly because I was on the road. Mm-hmm. I didn't know. I even sent it to Shinwa Akweze. Okay. And he came back to me when he saw that it was not real. But I realized at 7, and I started hearing something. I said, no, unlike our leader, he's always punctual. Yes. And this something is wrong. So when I controlled it, I saw that it was from fake account. Yeah. So I had to print out write out message and send to all the people that I sent that message to discard that information that it is not correct. And it was my mistake. Yes. I'm not going to blame it to anybody, Mazi. She said, I know how we all feel. Like Chike Dozian should have come to air. It's not a big issue. Sometimes we use it. We used to have this thing in football matches. Sometimes if somebody didn't score a goal, we will fake out a noise. So to make it like somebody, all this thing happens. There are those who are missing our leader. If he hasn't shown up, so we say, what is going on? And you will be surprised that the Zeus are the one doing all this nonsense. And they are getting us. Finally, what I want to say, Mazi, you see a certain video trending online. The zoo is evil. It's a certain video. Biafrans don't want to talk. I know they're scared, or maybe they don't know. I'm using my own field of profession to talk about this a little bit. The person that they framed, they said that stabbed one billionaire to death. Yes. Is a fragile lady, a fragile 21-year-old girl. Yes. Okay, yes. In Unilag. Now, I didn't do much cross-examination. I looked at her hands. No injury, nothing. She was showing her hands. The camera picked up the hands. I know they will go and kill this lady. Nigeria never told the people how they are systematically killing the top men from the south. Yes. And people don't know about it. It started even in the Middle Belters. This is the way they killed Rindan Ezra. Colonel Rindan Ezra was invited by Babangida to Dodan Barracks. He went there. Good enough, when he was leaving, he called some people. He made phone calls. And when he got to Yaba station, somewhere there, a police officer just shot him directly, point blank. And they said they will arrest that police officer. They will bring him to book. And from that day, nothing was said and nothing was done. The next thing we had was the plane crash that landed all the Middle Beltan people in Solo. And probably you were around in the zoo that time, or you are in state already. Yes. And these people were alive. Rescue was about to be dispatched. A call came from Dodan Barracks to delay the rescue, and these guys suffocated in the aircraft there. All top officers from the Middle Belt. Look at the way a Yoruba pilot was killed systematically. Okay, and this is now, and you know the funny thing, her last name is Ojukwu. Yes. And when they are writing, they say Ojukwu stabbed somebody. You see where these people are heading to. You see, I don't know what transpired, but I don't believe that report. If you kill somebody, a man of 50 years, he's a young man.
That's right.
You stabbed him. There is no injury in your hands. Your fingers were so clean and decent.
Yeah.
And no injury, no conflict, no even black or blue eyes. And they are bodacious to parade this girl. And in her account, 10 million naira was found in her account, and she used 3 380,000 from the man's ATM. Like these people are bunch of amateur. They are not professionals. If you tell me that girl murdered that man, when I did a search to know where this man came from, and the Wikipedia told me he's from Edo State. I said, and he's a multi-billionaire and he's into in media. I said, you see what I'm talking about. Anybody that is reasoning must know exactly what these people are doing. Mazi Iyke, I don't know if you have seen this video.
I did. I saw the video and I was reading some comments, and somebody was like, the first time they showed the first video that they showed, this was not the girl. They switched the girl. This is
completely.
Yes.
If it's not a switch, it's a setup.
Yes.
But they murdered this man. This girl they are showing us does not have the capability of killing a 50-year-old man, young man.
Yeah.
Roger Miller went to world up at the age of 40. 40 to 50, he's still young. He's in his prime age.
Right.
So how can Mazi? I just want to use this opportunity to talk to all the those who are doubting these things. Southerners, if you're a businessman, they just framed him to make it like it's a side chick. A side chick. When they mention a side chick to the wife will be speechless. The wife may be cursing the man in his grave.
Yeah.
You see how they work. Yeah. The children will be all against the father if he has children. You see how Nigeria works. This girl that I saw that is trending never could kill that man. Look at the finger, look at the hands, the body. There was no friction. She got that 50-year-old man to death, and the man just died like that, and she transferred money. Nigeria, please, all Nigerian handlers, criminals, come up. You are dealing with professionals. You are talking to Biafrans. This is how they are killing our people. This is how they are framing our people. People from Edo State, if I should tell you that Nigeria killed your citizen, and you are telling us one Nigeria, you will be ashamed. Don't be shocked. Nigeria killed that man. They want his money. And they know for whatever reason. But that is not the girl that killed that man.
Ndewo. All right, everything about that girl, like yesterday, I was looking at it and I felt that there was something in me telling me there's something wrong. They found 10 million naira on her account and she's taking 380,000 from her love. Come on, guys. Does that really make any sense? A young girl, 21 years old, has 10 million naira in her account and she's sleeping out with a man and stealing 380,000 from this man. Why didn't she steal more than that when she had the ATM card in her hand? Why does she want to steal only 380? The story does not add up. Like every story that comes out of Nigeria, it never adds up. Believe me sincerely. Nothing. The people, I was listening to a comedian this morning. He said he doesn't understand it. That everybody in Nigeria lie. They lie and lie and lie and lie. And the lie is so free with them that nothing about them adds up. Nothing. They do things that are ridiculously stupid and don't make any sense, that cannot add up to any intelligent person. But you know something? We are out. We are Biafrans. We are going home, and there's no nothing. Whatever they want to do with their nation, that is their problem. It's not ours. Let me see if I can oblige one more call. All right, let me take this one. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. This might be my last call for the night. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mazi Iyke, and good afternoon from here, Mazi. Am I coming out, Mazi, please?
Loud and clear. You're talking to the world. Go ahead. Just make it very brief, sir.
Okay, my name is Desmond. I'm calling from Italy, Mazi. I appreciate you. I appreciate our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency, and Biafrans worldwide. Mazi, please, okay, what we have to do now is to support ESN as things are happening. But then, let me give out these numbers from IPOB National Board, signed by National Coordinator for Biafrans in Italy. To support ESN, if you are in Italy and you want to support ESN, please do call the following numbers: +39 3510 46055. I repeat, +39 3510 46055. This number is for the IPOB National Coordinator in Italy, and the second number is +39 +393512551274. I repeat, +393512551274. This number is for the IPB National PRO in Italy. Please call any of the number to support ESN. Then, Mazi, please let me quickly touch on what Rabbi Charles just said now, about this particular little innocent girl, because I am sure that girl is innocent. Why do I say so? It's because, people might be wondering that, but the girl was saying, I start him, I do this, I do that. How can she get that? How can she say that if she didn't do it? People don't know Nigerian police. That Ikeja there, where they paraded that girl, that Ikeja, I have been there. When this Abakari that is in Imo State now, killing our people, when he was the OC SARS in Ikeja, I was there. I went to this office. I was with a lawyer, a very senior lawyer who is well known in Lagos. I will not mention anybody's name. And this man sent me with a client to their office. Let me just, so that I want to clear people that they can actually make you say what you don't do. People that will be that thing, but the girl said, I stab the man, I did this, how come? I just want to clear them. We went to this Abakari's office. After, with this client, we were there. After all said and done, they said we should go and we should come back the following day. And Abakari said to me that if the man did not come the following day, that they would arrest me. I kept quiet. We talked with the lawyer who sent us, a very senior lawyer. The following day, the client did not come. He called the lawyer, Abakari called this lawyer, and the lawyer said, okay, that I should go and then just explain to him one or two things, since the client, and let you know you can see they are trying to jump bill or something like that. Mazi, I went there. When I get there, Abakari didn't see me. When the landlord was around, he kept himself in his office, he refused me entrance, he kept me with his voice. Do you know what they were doing? First of all, one of the boys came, he brought a gun bullet. They were interrogating me. I was sitting with the guy, somebody was on my back trying to put bullet into my pocket. So immediately the guy was putting the bullet, I looked back, I saw the bullet, and I hold his hands. And he laughed, he said, you see, we can just set you up and kill you here. That one gone. I said, why do you want to do this? That one was bygone. Later they saw that one didn't work. They took me to another office, put me with another person. That person brought that gun and put in my head that, okay, now that you are here, this man did not come. Oh, yeah, right that you and this man, you people, you stole from this woman, because the person the man had a problem with was the woman. Right, that you stole from this woman, and that you brought the man here, you claim you're a lawyer, and this. They were just forcing me to say something that I never even thought of, something that never even happened, nothing like that. Do you know they were forcing me to say this thing? I was there from 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they were forcing me to see 11 o'clock in the night. I said, there is no way I can say what you're telling me to say, except you want to cock this gun and shoot me here. That is the only way. I told the guy that I cannot say this. The guy will go out, maybe he will go, they will give message, he will come back again, he will threaten me, he will do. I said, guy, you have to shoot this gun. You see what you're telling me to say, to write here is impossible. You say I should write something, I can write something. Yes, I will write what I know, but I can never write what you're telling me to write. I'm educated, I went to school. So you come this gun and shoot me, that is all. But for me to write this thing, you're saying you are lying. So after 11 o'clock in the night, they saw that I could not say that. They now brought handcuffs in a station. They chained my hand and chained my leg. Around that 11 now, they now took me to Abakari. This Abakari, who is in Imo State, killing our people. So I want our people to understand that when you see innocent people confessing to what they did, they have been forced to do so. Because not everybody, if you enter there, if you are not a man, you don't have the mind, you can't come out there. So that girl is innocent. Abakari that day, after looking at me, because now he didn't call my voice again, they collected my phone, I could not reach this man that sent me there. I know I could not have access to anybody. He looked, he told me, well, just go today, tomorrow you should make sure you come with that man, Make sure you come with that man. He didn't even ask what happened to me, which means it was all a plan that he told them to do. But it's just that maybe God was with me, and their plan couldn't work. They wanted to put me in place of a criminal, or somebody they presume to be a criminal. Do you see that? If I don't have that mind
to stand and say, no, I can't do this. I would have just framed up myself. And maybe the next day you see they will parade me in court or somewhere, I will start talking rubbish. You understand now? So what I'm trying to tell our people is that we should look at the names. Look at the name. The video man was busy calling Amatojuku, trying to let the world know that this name is coming from the eastern part. You know, so our people must be very, very careful on the way we do things. Nigeria police are terrorists, and they are never ever good. They are never ever professional. These are people that convict innocent people and save the criminals. You know, so that is the message. So people should not be saying that is how can a girl of 21 start a man without with the man and the one part the girl said the man had a knife that she struggled with him after they smoked AK, blah blah blah, and collect the knife. And what kind of story is that? Mazi, thank you very much, and God bless you, please.
Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. I've shut down all the lines. I can't take any more calls at this time. We have to go. I want you to remember one thing clearly. And that one thing is that our quest is for our freedom. And our freedom is all we're going to get, regardless of what they say. They can twist it, they can do it whatever way they want to do it. In the end, they will kill us, we will kill them. In the end, Biafra will come. Biafra is on our doorstep. And for those of you clamoring to get our leader to talk, anytime our leader is going to be on there, it's going to be very, very clear. When you see the tweet, please look below the name. You will see art. And when you see the art, you discover that it's not somebody's using his picture and his name, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if you have been fooled once, they say fool you once, you're whatever, and then fool you twice, you're proper foolish. If you allow them to fool you, whenever our leader will talk, I keep telling you, listen to the Radio Biafra USA, Radio Biafra platforms. I won't say USA, all the platforms. Somebody out there will always say it and tell you that our leader is coming in tonight. But if you go and see something written on the Facebook or Twitter that is fake, and then you come up, well, it's good for you to also listen. Wait and listen. It's our leader's talk is something that energizes us. So I don't really blame you for wanting to listen to him. But then if you miss it based on the fact that it's a fake news, don't let that deter you. It doesn't stop you from going back tomorrow to do this, to try to see if you can hear him talk. All right, let me remind you before I go that Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our what? A religion. And Radio Biafra is where we worship. There is nothing anyone can do to stop us from this. All I can say is, I'll see you again tomorrow. God's will.